The Calgary Police Service Homicide Unit continues to investigate the homicide of 2 individuals in the community of Coventry Hills. At approximately 10 a.m. on Monday, October 19th, 2015, police were called to check on the welfare of an individual in the 200 block of Coventry Close Northeast. Once inside, police discovered 2 women deceased in the residence. Autopsies completed by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner have formally identified the victims as Selamawit Alem, 54, and Julie Tran, 25, both of Calgary. The victims died as a result of stab wounds. There is nothing to indicate this was a random incident, and the investigation is ongoing. I will now take your questions.
Doug, do you have any people of interest?
We do have a person of interest. He has been interviewed, and he is currently in custody on unrelated matters.
We know that Miss Alem's son was killed about 10 years ago in I guess it was a manslaughter charge. Any indication that there's any sort of relation?
There's nothing to indicate that this is related to that incident.
What was the relationship between the 2 victims?
The victim Alem worked as a caregiver for Julie Tran and a second individual, and they were both residents of that address.
Where's the second individual?
He has been interviewed. Obviously, he's quite distraught over what's happened, and he's in a safe location.
Was he home at the time?
No, nothing to indicate that he was.
You came across the bodies on Monday morning. Any indication when the attack might have happened?
We believe it happened any time between 36 and 48 hours prior to our attendance. We can't lock down the exact time that the incident happened, but certainly it occurred before our arrival.
What suggests that it wasn't random?
We believe, based on our investigation, that the victims and the offender knew each other.
Both victims, or was the one person the target and another person could have been?
We can't say at this time. Only to say so would be speculative. We have a lot more questions than answers at this stage. Obviously, it's still early in the investigation.
So is it fair to say that police believe that at least one of the victims knew their offender?
Yes, that's correct.
Was there any signs of a struggle or violence at the home on arrival?
There were obviously scenes of a violent incident inside the residence, but to go into detail, at this point, I can't comment on that.
You said you're holding someone in unrelated matters. Are you looking for anyone else, or is this?
At this stage, we're keeping an open mind and looking at all possibilities. But as I stated, we do have a person of interest. He has been interviewed, and he is in custody on an unrelated matter.
How long have you hold him for now?
That'll be up to the courts.
So are you at this point still asking the public for more information?
Yeah, we're asking anybody with information in relation to this incident to contact the Calgary Police Service.
Who called for the check on welfare?
A friend of Alem's was unable to contact her, and she contacted the Calgary Police Service out of concern and asked us to attend and check on her welfare.